All right guys, so with as hot as this summer's been, you might be looking for a little bit of relief and you might be looking at some fans. So VEVER went ahead and sent over 3 of their fans for me to test out, show to you guys, and give my honest opinion of. So we're gonna go ahead and check them out. So here is a look at the first fan that I want to talk to you guys about. So this is gonna be an oscillating shop fan. As you guys can see, I got this in my garage, and each fan I kind of utilize for different reasons. So this one I got positioned right there. It comes with all the mounting brackets and hardware. So you just mount it to the wall, slide this post in, and then you put the fan right on top. Installation's really easy. If we look at the back of the fan, you're gonna see it has 2 pull cords on this one. So one is gonna be to turn the oscillating on and off, and then the other one's gonna be for your low, medium, and high. Now what I like about this fan is there's a bunch of different ways you can adjust this. You can go ahead and loosen these, move the pole. Up here, there's just this little thumb screw. You can actually turn the fan that way with the thumb screw. And then you also can pivot the fan up or pivot it down. So it has like 3 different ways that you can adjust the fan, which is nice. Now this works out great for me in this scenario because when I'm underneath the hood of my car working on something, I get a little bit of relief from the heat with this fan. And like I said, I can turn off the oscillating and just have it facing right over the engine bay, which is really nice. Now this one's gonna give you the most airflow out of all 3 of the fans that I'll be showing you. This is an 18-inch fan. Now right now I'm about 10 feet away from the fan and you still can feel a pretty good breeze coming off of it. So like I said, I think this would be good for a shop fan or a garage, but this isn't gonna be a fan that's gonna cool off your whole garage. It's gonna be best suited for a smaller space in your garage. All right, so here's a look at the second fan I wanted to show you from VEVER. This is gonna be a lighted fan, and this is actually a 22-inch fan, but it's from the end of the frame to the end of the frame. The actual fan blade on here is right around 13 inches. Now, one thing I don't like about this fan is there's no external controls on the fan itself. Everything is controlled by this remote. So if you end up losing this remote, or maybe you break this remote, you're gonna be SOL with the fan. Now this fan also has a few different ways to be able to adjust this. You can turn it, and then you also can pivot this up and down. So I have this set up here. This is one of my workbenches, and I do some projects here, edit videos, work on my YouTube stuff, and this works really well for this scenario because I just go ahead, tilt the fan down a little bit like that. The air is blowing on me, which is really nice, but I also like the fact that it has that built-in light, so it actually gives me a little bit more light over my workbench area. Now this fan has a few different modes. You can turn the speed of the fan from 1 to 6, 6 being the highest. Also, the fan has some different brightness settings, so that's the lowest brightness setting, and then I can go ahead and turn it up to the highest brightness setting. Along with that, it has 3 different color temperatures that you can switch between, which is pretty cool. You also have a night light mode, so if you wanted to go ahead and install this in a bedroom, that might be a good fit for this. Now what I really like about this fan is how quiet it is. On the highest speed, you can barely hear it. So for me, that works out great, especially if I'm doing a video here, you're not gonna hear much background noise from the fan. And then another option for this fan is it can change the direction of the fan. So it can blow air this way or it can suck air through it, depending on what season it is. There's a closer look at the remote right there so you guys can see all the features on it. So overall, I really like this fan for this scenario. Works out great for me. Now, with that being said, right now, I'm about 7 to 8 feet away from the fan, and I'm gonna say that's where the limitation for the airflow is gonna be with this fan. You still feel the airflow, but if you're gonna be much farther from the fan, you're not gonna feel the airflow from this. And here's a look at the third fan. So this is gonna be another lighted fan. I have this actually under my gazebo. So you guys can see a little bit of a different style with the lights. Now unfortunately the bulbs do not come with this. You have to supply your own bulbs, which is a little disappointing. Now I have those similar lights going around my backyard, and I had a few of them left over, so I was able to plug those into this fan. Now the fan blade on this fan is right around 8 inches. So you're not gonna get a whole lot of airflow off this fan This is going to be something where you're maybe about 6 feet away and you can feel the breeze from it. So this fan's going to give you the least amount of airflow. Just like the previous lighted fan, this has no external controls on it. Once again, here's the remote, similar to the remote that I showed you with the last fan, and you'll be able to control the controls from this. It has 6 speeds, 1 through 6. You can do forward, reverse, and you can turn the lights on and off, but you cannot adjust the brightness. It's just on or off. And then it also has a timer on here, 1 hour, 4 hours, or 8 hours. So overall, I really like the way this looks underneath my gazebo. I do have another fan over in the corner here, which this one's more of an industrial garage style fan. So that's going to give me a little bit more airflow than this fan, but I do like how this incorporates the lights in it just to give it a different look. Now, just like the other fan, this also can be adjusted. You can go ahead and tilt this downwards, and then you also can swivel this back and forth. All the mounting brackets and hardware come with all 3 of these fans. The 2 lighted fans, you only can control these with the remote, and then the oscillating fan does not come with the remote, but it does have the pull strings on the side for you to adjust the speed and the oscillation. Now, out of the 3 fans, both the lighted ones are the quietest. You do get a little bit more fan noise with this oscillating fan. Still not very loud though, but you are going to get more airflow from this one compared to the other 2 fans. All right guys, so if you're looking for a fan to cool off a small area, I think any one of these fans would be a decent choice. Each one of them have a few different features depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something for the shop, garage, maybe if you're looking for something to put in your bedroom, or even have it set up outside underneath the gazebo. There's a lot of different ways you can set these up depending on your situation. If you guys are interested in these fans, I'll make sure I put a link in the description box below. There'll be affiliate links. Using those links help out the channel a lot. Hopefully you guys found some value to the video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you guys like what I'm doing on my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until the next one, guys, I will talk to you later.